the system.
Welcome to the most must-hear WSCW Sports Podcast YouTube channel in history. Welcome to First Round KO on YouTube. My name is KO, aka Howard J. Dingers, and I am joined, as always, by Mr. Connor J.D. Moore.
I'm picking this and I won't be awake for it. FYI, everyone. I have a football game to announce.
I'm going to wake up for it. Even if I don't wake up at 4 in the morning for it, I'm gonna wake up decently early in the morning when me and Josh are gonna watch it. So I was gonna
It'll
ask.
be on the network. I'll watch it somewhere.
Well, exactly. I was gonna ask, are you looking forward to watching it eventually?
Yeah, assuming that the results aren't spoiled for me by the time I wake up and get ready to announce the game.
That's fair. I'll try to keep myself contained.
I'm gonna have to mute Bleacher Report all day.
Yep. I'm super excited because
I'll just watch.
The Greatest Royal Rumble was super fun. Like, nothing really happened of substance. I guess you could argue the Roman Brock stuff was a little important, and the Raw Tag Team Championships changed hands. They were vacant. But other than that, nothing big happened. But I have hope for Melbourne, because I think that Melbourne's gonna be a better crowd, so it's just gonna be a better show. So I'm super excited. Let's dive right into our predictions for the show. We're gonna start off with my favorite feud. No, not my favorite. The last one's my favorite feud, but this one is very close second. Becky Lynch defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. Connor, who do you have and why?
I'm gonna pick Becky, but it would be so WWE for them to make Charlotte win. However, I think that would officially make Charlotte a heel, essentially. Crowd-wise, she would be the crowd heel. I mean, she always has.
She already is, yeah.
But that would cement her as the crowd heel here. But I don't think it happens.
I've switched my mindset on this feud. Obviously, now that the title switched, now they're going to have Charlotte win at Evolution, have her win the title back, I think. I'm convinced that they're going to try to make her a 16-time world champion like her father. So I think this is just another path to it. I hope that they do that and then they hot potato it back to Becky. But I think Becky retains here. There's not going to be too many title changes on this show. I say too many. We'll see. The second match, I don't care about this match. I'm gonna enjoy it because I love. Look at Asuka and Naomi, the Empress and the Glow, as they're called, versus the Iconics, the hometown Iconics of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Connor, who do you have in mind?
I think there's the Iconics for you. That's the one.
It's interesting because they're heels.
Right.
So
they could win anything they do, even if it's in a heelish form, they're gonna get cheered.
What if they straight up go out there and say, "Wow, glad we left bloody Melbourne and we went and got big and became iconic over in the States."
I don't know.
I think there's a real possibility that they do that. I don't know how.
I mean, it would be, again, very much an Iconics thing to do.
Right.
However, I feel like I always have just bias towards Asuka and anything Asuka does, so I'm gonna go with Asuka and Naomi, not Empress and the Glow. It's so stupid.
For similar reasons, I'm going with the Iconics because I can never go against Peyton Royce.
I can never go against either of them, but I am today.
Peyton Royce and Ty Dillinger are just my favorite couple of all time because they're both so attractive. But yeah, I'm going with the hometown. I think they'll get their cheap heat. I still think they'll get their cheap heat, but ultimately they'll still be cheered. So I think they're gonna get the win, because I think if you have Asuka and Naomi beat Australians in Australia, that's gonna get a bad reaction. I don't see that happening. So I'm gonna go with the Iconics.
Iconic.
Next, another tag team match. We have the New Day defending their SmackDown Tag Team Championships versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Damar! Who do you have in mind?
New Day, because we all know how much I love them, and I want to see them keep this roll going. It's fun, and all I know is that it's going to be a fun match because these two teams never disappoint. Ever.
All 5 of these wrestlers are fantastic. So any combination of the New Day, this is going to be a good match.
Pretty much.
Sheamus and Cesaro dominated this feud. Literally, Cesaro won in a singles match, Sheamus won in a singles match, and then they beat up New Day last night. Or not last night, Tuesday night. Yeah, so I don't know. It's also too early to take the belts off of New Day, even though the plans have been weird. I'm going with the New Day retention here. The next match, interesting. We have Cedric Alexander defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Buddy Murphy. Fun fact about Cedric, he has had 25 televised matches this year. You know how many of those he's won? 24.
Oh.
The one he's lost was a tag team match when Akira Tozawa tapped out.
Oh.
He has not been pinned or submitted in the year of 2018.
Oh.
But I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
That changes in Melbourne. Buddy Murphy will pin Cedric Alexander and become the new Cruiserweight Champion because not only is he Australian, he is from Melbourne. He grew up minutes away from the stadium.
Really?
Yes. So he is, again, heel, but he is going to be incredibly over with the crowd. And I think if they really want that big pop moment, obviously you're going to get it with the main event. But I think this could be a huge moment and a big turnaround moment for the Cruiserweight division. Who do you have?
Ditto.
You're also going Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, you're not gonna have somebody who's in your hometown lose a championship match.
We say that, and Sasha lost her title in Boston.
Okay, but they love to do the.
And I think Charlotte lost in North Carolina too.
They're not gonna go overseas and do this.
I don't think so either. Having Cedric win here also would be the same thing. Having your hometown guy lose, there would be a lot of heat on Cedric, I think, and I don't think they want that.
Maybe just in that state, but still. Or country, rather.
Yeah. AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship in a I hate how they have to no count out, no disqualification match.
Why can't they just say no holds barred?
Yeah, honestly, this is just another iteration of the same match. Stupid. Versus Samoa Joe. Who do you have and why?
AJ, they need to take the belt off of the face when The Miz inevitably wins the title when he goes to WrestleMania to take on Daniel Bryan.
Spoiler alert for a pick later.
Yeah, I did spoil my pick later.
I did change that pick. I'll probably change that back. Yes, I have AJ Styles because last time I checked, WWE 2K19 comes out on Friday, which means when the day after the game comes out, they're not going to take the title off of their cover athlete.
Yeah.
I know I've been using this cover as my excuse for the last couple picks, but it's
true.
It's 100% true. As much as I love Samoa Joe and as much as I want him to have the title, he's not going to get it. It sucks. There's a high probability, as much as I like your booking and my booking of Daniel Bryan and The Miz with the title at WrestleMania, there's a high probability that AJ holds until Mania.
I'm down.
I'm also down. Shinsuke wins the Rumble and then they do a rematch. I don't think they do that, but I want it.
I'm not sure I'd be down with that.
I'd be down if Shinsuke won.
I'd be down if Shinsuke goes
that's
to
fantasy
Raw.
booking. The next match. God, another match that I don't care about. The Bella Twins with Ronda Rousey in a 6-women tag match versus the Riott Squad.
I can kind of get the hang of Liv Morgan with the rose pink
I
hair.
love it. I just love Liv Morgan. Yeah, she's great. And she's really improved in the ring.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like, she has become a student of the game. She's only been wrestling for about 2 or 3 years now, but she has really become a student.
Improvement.
She's really put her life into it. I really enjoy it. Yeah, who do you have in this match?
We got to set up Evolution here, don't we?
I think so.
Bella's and Ronda. Nikki turns.
I completely agree. And at first when I said that the Bellas turn on Ronda,
Nikki. I don't think full Bella.
Originally, I said Bella's turn on Ronda, and someone was like,
plural.
Bree's with Daniel. He's a face.
Bree's technically a SmackDown.
Was she though? She's been on Raw more.
I mean, they kind of have to because Ronda's on Raw.
I think they turned the Bellas heel.
Both
Bellas
of them?
plural, because she's not with Daniel anymore. That storyline's done. Do it. Why not? Because Nikki heel on her own doesn't make too much sense. If she has a manager like Bree,
I still think
then you can possibly do a turn Nikki on Bree and do a Bella match at Mania. Again. Obviously, no one wants to see that, but it's a mainstream match that'll bring in a different crowd.
But I still think I'm still under the impression that Bree is technically SmackDown.
I don't think she is. She hasn't been on since the feud.
But I mean, I feel like WWE's can get by with putting one or two Bellas on either or because they're their cash cow mainstream wise.
Right.
With total
so
Bellas
keep them on the main
divas.
show. I don't know. For the pick wise though, I am going Ronda. They're not gonna have Ronda lose.
No.
They're just not gonna have Ronda lose.
Not even in a tag format. No.
Too bad for the Riott Squad. Another 6-man tag match. Next, we have the Shield versus the Dogs of War. Braun Strowman.
Really
they're actually called that, yes. It's not in Wiki, but that is actually what they're called. Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Who do you have in this one?
You're not going to reunite the Shield and put them in this massive show and have the Shield lose.
Yeah. We have to remember this is a glorified house show, so the faces are going to win the majority of those matches. Yeah, Shield are going to win. The only possibility I could see is Drew McIntyre pinning Roman to set up a Universal Championship feud later, but I don't see that happening. My prediction is Dean pins Dolph to further the Dean storyline. Hey, I won that match. You guys did. Next, we have a #1 contendership match between Daniel Bryan and The Miz. You have already spoiled your pick for this one.
Sure have.
Do you want to talk about it? A little bit? No? You kind of
the Miz
touched on it.
I still think that The Miz takes on Daniel Bryan at Mania for a title. I think that is, I mean, it's not going to be the main event because Roman, but that's going to be the WWE title match at Mania.
All right.
Book it, Vince.
In my picks written in front of me here, I changed it to Daniel Bryan because, and I don't know who I'm actually going to eventually pick come Friday or Saturday morning, but what I think they'll do, because having Daniel lose 3 times in a row is very hurtful to him, because now he's lost to The Miz 3 times. Doesn't matter if Miz is cheated, he's lost. So what I would do, Daniel wins here, Samoa Joe wins the title at SmackDown 1000. Then you do a Daniel versus Joe feud, have Miz cost Daniel the championship, and then you can further the feud without the championship. However, I really want to see Miz with the title.
Carmella died on here too?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she did. And died, but that's her natural color. Apparently.
Oh.
She's going back natural. She's not blonde anymore. Anyway, yes. For the sake of this video and for the sake of being different, I'll go Daniel Bryan. Second to last match, which is the most house show match I've ever seen. Bobby Lashley and John Cena versus Elias and Kevin Owens, the men of 1,000 heats. Who do you have in this one?
Well, it's a glorified house show, essentially, is what we've been calling it all day long. So, with that, Cena and Lashley.
Yeah. Cena's not losing. I can't. No. This is, again, one of those matches that's just here to be a crowd pleaser. Have John Cena there, pop the crowd a little bit, do his 6 moves of doom, get out. Bobby and Cena. And finally, our main event. We have Triple H with Shawn Michaels against The Undertaker with Kane. Last time ever. Big air quotes. Big air quote. Exactly. Connor, who do you have in this match?
Taker suffered enough L's over the past 3 years.
Has he?
Feels like it.
I mean, he's undefeated in 2018.
That's true. It was also a glorified squash match.
Yeah. But then he beat Rusev in a casket match.
You really thought Rusev was going to beat Taker?
No.
Okay.
But
just wanted to make sure.
Still win.
You know what? Triple H wins via interference by Shawn Michaels.
Hit the nail on the head on that one. Yeah, absolutely. HBK is going to get involved. Undertaker, or Triple H is going to pin Undertaker. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Sweet Chin Music pedigree combo, because this match, while ultimately is the last time ever Triple H versus Undertaker singles match, we are going to get a DX versus Brothers of Destruction match at Crown Jewel, and I believe this match will set that up with a Shawn Michaels interference when Kane is ultimately taken out at the outside. So yes,
Still don't know how Kane's able to do this as he's a mayor now.
Yeah, because he was on Raw.
Yeah.
It's impressive. I mean, hey guys, I can't make the meeting. I gotta go be a demon.
You think he probably discussed this when running? This
Yes.
had to have been something on the campaign trail. He's just like, he's like, yeah,
I'm sure
I'm
it's
dedicated to the city, but I still have my.
I'm sure it's really not that big of a deal. I can't imagine it is. Yeah. Well, especially Raw. I mean, going to Australia is a big deal, but like Raw, it's late at night. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, but if something happens, you kind of want to be mayor.
True.
But I could be just.
He's got assistants.
I could probably think that the town is probably small. I wonder if the town is small. It's like a smaller town. Where is it? Tennessee?
Is it Knoxville, Tennessee?
No, it's Knox County.
Knox County. Tennessee. I don't know.
Wherever it is, he's able to do it. More props to him.
But thank you for listening. These were our picks for Super Showdown. Comment below what you think is going to happen at this show. And follow us on our social media pages. Links will be in the description. And find our podcast if you want to hear us talk about other sports. And we'll probably talk a little bit about Super Showdown next week on next week's podcast after the fact. So, again, thank you for listening. Connor?
I can confirm that the Bellas aren't even on either or roster.
Really?
Yep. Very stupid. With that random fact, we'll see you guys at the podcast.